have some fun. Not sure how fun it's gonna be, but for those of you watching this later, we're just gonna do some crappie fishing. And I don't know how exciting it's gonna be yet, but if anything, I'll leave some timestamps in the comments. We're going for about 3 hours. And Andrew and Joseph, if you ever watch these videos in the future, I just want to let you know, kids, I love you. And thanks for going fishing with me. And thanks for still fishing with Pops if you are watching this. Hey, Demon, what's going on, man? All right, listen. You feeling like some crappie today? Let's see what we can do. I just started the stream. Check me out today, man. I'm decked out like a special forces soldier. Look at this. I got the GoPro. I don't even know how to. No, I know how to use it. I'm just kidding. But it has a mount for my phone. You see that? So I'm gonna pop you on there. Oh, it's pretty nice actually. Hold on. And this is my neck mount. I'm gonna put it away. All right. Let's see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start here, and then we'll move and switch it up. Sound good to you? How's it going today, Demon? All right. Just the only thing about this place is that it's pretty tough to put my rods without getting my line all tangled up. Hold on. Here. Here's my neck mount that I usually use. Let's pop it on here. Got a little free holder. There you go. I might as well just make this tree into my social media stand. Oh, hold on. Did you catch any more pikes, Mr. Demon? I actually have a crappie kit with me. Maybe we should try that. This is a crappie hook. We've been using this rod for bass. Let's try crappie. You never know. I have a crappie. I could have a weighted bobber. I can just yeet it out there. I'm looking to keep a couple of crappie today. Hey, what's going on? All right, we're gonna. I'm not sure if we're gonna switch it up today, but I had a request for more fish for my pops, so maybe we'll catch some decent sized crappie. Oh, Demon, I scouted out. You think I forgot about you? I scouted out a pike spot. My friends live in this town called Gillette. It's kind of like Gillette, like the razor. You know the Gillette razors? So there's a town called Gillette in Jersey. And I was visiting my friends yesterday, and there's a river called the Passaic River that runs through there. And we're going to try. I'm going to take you guys, if the connection's good, I'm going to take you guys crappie fishing there. We'll see. Give me a second here. So what I'm going to start first is I'll start with a gulp minnow with some big crappie. And then we'll, as we go, we'll modify and switch it up. Hopefully that sounds good to you guys. So I'm just going to grab my backpack, take it with me. I'll take two rods. I'll take a spinner rod, I take a rooster tail rod, and I'll take a crappie rod. And then we'll go do some ultralight and this and that and whatnot. All right, so let's start off with some crappie fishing. I'm going to use a Shakespeare Ugly Stick Light Pro. It's a medium action rod, actually. Oh, nice. That's nice, DCP. Well, so how do you like? Have you caught pike on the Passaic River? I'm assuming by you it's still pretty clear. I know it gets really dirty once you get around like Essex County. It's super dirty. 2.5. Let's try a 3-incher. That's actually pretty lucky to live right next to the Passaic River. I kind of like I like that it starts off, you know where the tributary is, right? It's in the Great Swamp Preserve. And my friends, you can actually overlook the Great Swamp from their house. Their kids go to a camp there. All right, if I'm catching decent sized crappie today, I'm keeping it. So no crying. If it's small, we let it go. It's not for me. It's for Pops. All right, let's try it. We'll try to fish it different ways. You never know. I don't know. I don't know how the conditions are today for crappie fish. Oh wow. Okay, that did not fly well. Hold on. The camera angle probably changed a little bit. I don't know if you guys notice it, but I'm actually using my. I'll show you what I'm using. I have this chest mount that my kid and I use for mountain biking. You see the GoPro? It's the GoPro with a media mod. And on top, on the hot shoe, I mounted this metal thing for the iPhone. I just pop it on. What's going on, the spoofins? That spoofins, I like that. I like that name. All right, let's get some fish in the boat. Yeah, if you live right next to Passaic River, that's where everybody catches monster pike. You're probably gonna meet a bunch of Polish guys there. They love pike fishing. Well, so does Demon, who is Polish. Yeah, there's a couple of guys on the Passaic River that are like legends for pike fishing. One guy keeps a lot of pike, from what I heard. But hey, if you cook them up right, they're good eating. That's poofing. So I like that. That's a cool name. Oh, the middle swims pretty nicely. I don't know why I'm not getting any bites. It's pretty attractive. So yeah, I'm actually using a crappie magnet hook. Um, here, and I'm just using a 3-inch gulp minnow. Should work pretty well. We'll see. Hi to those in the chat. I'm gonna see if YouTube completely tries to kill my live stream. I'm just interested in that now. But yeah, Wednesday we're gonna be on this river and we're gonna go kayak fishing. I already set it up. I'm gonna do all my errands tomorrow, and I can probably go for like a 5-hour stream on Wednesday. I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff with me. I have a cheap Teton kayak, nothing crazy. You know what's funny? We'll probably have better luck without the bobber. Hold on, caught myself a nice piece of seaweed. Let's do one more cast with the bobber, but I'm feeling no bobber on this one. I'm feeling no bobber on this one. Let's try it. Okay, that's seaweed. Seaweed again. Just gonna try to slowly reel it. Super slow reel. Yeah, no, what I'm gonna do is, Demon, I have a battery pack. I even brought one today because today I might go over my battery. See, I have this one. I have another battery pack. I just plug it in. I have a cable with me. It works pretty well. I'm actually surprised how good the iPhone works off of streaming. Yeah, this is pretty tough. I don't have good luck for crappie fishing with a bobber for some reason. I just don't. Let's try one more cast to the right, completely random direction, and then I'm just gonna move to something else. There's a nice weed line over there. Maybe we can try fishing by there. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Have a rooster tail we can try. Definitely have a rooster tail we can try. Hope the stream quality is good. Hey, Tolly, what's going on, man? I'm gonna get gar. Unfortunately, there's no gar in Jersey. I probably have a better chance of catching a body than catching a gar. What's going on, Tolly? How you doing, man? It's what, like 9 a.m. in California. Good morning to you. We're just trying everything today. You know what I have? I have a beetle spin we can try. I'm gonna throw the rooster tail a couple of times. Wait, what happened to my? Oh. Hmm. Hold on, guys. 1 second. How was everybody's weekend? Let me see you guys, right? What? That's awesome, Tally. That sounds like a good weekend. How you doing, Samuel? Um, I want to try microfishing, but I didn't bring a bucket with me. I just want to get one fish for my tank. You know what I want to get? I want to get a small bluegill, but like a really small one. I have like one of those traps, like the metal trap that the fish swim inside of. Can probably get it with that. Uh, I don't know what that was. Probably seaweed. Yeah, that was seaweed. All right, one more cast with a rooster spin, and we're gonna switch to our usual. What I'm gonna switch to is I'll switch to underspin jig head and a gulp minnow. I know there's crappie around here somewhere. It's just a question of how. And actually, I brought a couple. Hold on, I brought a couple more rods with me. Maybe we can cast one out for like a bullhead catfish or whatever is gonna eat that. But I did not chum today. That's crazy, Tali. Though, like you had that big fish break you off. That is nuts. That's a good weekend, man. Even if you don't catch it, that's still pretty good. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Give me a second. I'm gonna throw an underspin on this one. I have a box of it somewhere. Give me a second, guys. You caught a sand bass? Hey, man, I need to see those pictures. Hey, Paul, what's going on? Paul, man, it's good to see you. How you doing? I'm struggling right now, but we're gonna get better. For me, the fishing got started off pretty slow. Nice. Paul, if you catch us, dude, if you catch a sturgeon on live, Grumpy Workout, I give you 15 likes. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I try. You know, I'm from Jersey. We make a deal with somebody on YouTube. We'll give you 15 likes. I'll try to watch you on live on Thursday. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm so all over the place. I love it. Hold on. I'm kind of standing in this rose bush. I'm gonna throw in a gulp minnow with the underspin. I want to. My pops asked me to catch him a couple of crappie today. So let's see what we got. My trusty old Coleman. Hold on. Where's the underspin things? Give me a second, guys. I'm just talking to myself here, basically. Oh, I see them. I brought my GoPro with me. I don't know why. GoPro videos take such a long time to process and make. All right, let's go with the white or black. Let's go with the black underspin. Or pink. Should I use pink? Is that too obnoxious? Oh man, I don't know about pink. Pink? You got which color? Somebody pick one color, just not orange. Wow, dude, sturgeons get so big. All right, somebody pick a color. Come on. Somebody say something. Somebody scream. Wait, so you can actually have a neon like this? Oh, you want me to use green? All right, you know what? You got it. I'll use it. I'm not sure how successful we're gonna be. Not my favorite color for crappie, but hey, you never know, man. Jeez, why? I know you did this on purpose, Demon. All right, let's throw this on the. I'm gonna put away the rooster tail. 1 second, guys. What's going on with the rod? All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on, Rich? I like it. Neon? All right. We're gonna try neon. If nothing happens, we'll change up. How about that? We're gonna have a demon the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Yeah, so my dad's gonna be eating crappie once a week apparently now. He likes it so much. He told me no bluegills, but crappie only. So no bluegills today. Apparently my Papa Orca and Mama Orca love eating the crappie. What are you gonna do, kids? Can't take my dad on vacation, but I can definitely catch him some crappie. All right. I don't know who's gonna win you a backpack, but I know who's gonna win it. Somebody's gonna get lucky. Hopefully not Ho. Too funny. You know what I have? We should try this. This color actually works pretty well. Uh, but yeah, given in Amsterdam, you never know. Okay, I'm gonna stop making jokes like that. Anyways, I have this weird color. Let's try it. Let's go like Paul. This is an Amsterdam approved bait. Look at this. We got all colors of the rainbow. It's the party type. Crappie is gonna Crappie's gonna eat it up, man. Look at this thing. This is Amsterdam approved. It's a disco party jig. Hold on. You think this is perfect for crappie? See, in Jersey, those colors, for some reason, we're more conservative here. But swims nicely. All right, let's keep trying it. This is this is definitely not a Pope approved kind of jig here in Jersey. Too much party on the hook. All right, hold on. I don't know what happened to the trout chasers guy. He just disappeared. He used to show up to our streams. Well, we do have much less people on the streams now. What's going on? How you doing? Wow, this thing swims. I'm gonna have to reel it slower. Hold on, guys. It doesn't fly very far either. Not sure if it's the fishing line or what. Let's let it sink. I'm gonna wait for a couple of seconds. Read the chat meanwhile. 21. Yeah. No, I'm wondering if YouTube is like. I thought I had too many people in my live streams. Like my kid was like, "There's no way I have all these people in your live stream." Like I was cleaning fish one day and I had 400 people in it, and I was like, "Something's off. YouTube's definitely gonna like beat me down." I'm not like that. I'm not that popular to have that many people in the stream. And I guess it did help me get monetized, but now we struggle. All right, let's let it drop. You have big shrimps? Oh, so you're getting ready for Thursday? Wait, if you catch a sturgeon, what are the laws there, local laws? You have to release them here in Jersey. You have to basically, God forbid you catch a sturgeon, you have to immediately cut that thing off cut it off the line and let it go. You can't even take a picture with it. There's like signs everywhere that if you catch a sturgeon, you got to release it immediately. Let's try to dub minnow. This is too much party for me. I'm sorry, guys. This is too party. But this would probably work. Hey, how you doing? Rich, what's going on? We're from Jersey, baby. How you doing? If you are looking to refinance your mortgage, do not talk to me, because I'm in trouble, man. I'm trouble. But if you need a great life insurance quote, you came to the right channel. All right, let's try this. I don't know, man. Demon, you're probably making fun of me. Oh, my kids? Yeah, my kids can't believe it. Especially the one that, you know what? I got my kid his channel back. I've been fine with Google. So they restored his channel with, he only had 55 subscribers. But they restored his channel on YouTube. But they deleted all his videos, which I don't mind at all. So I told him he can only do basketball tutorial videos, and he can't. I'll play basketball with him in the videos, and he cannot do any other videos. So if he wants to do, he's going to do like basketball, dribbling, shooting drills, and stuff like that. But yeah, he was pretty salty when I got 2,000 subscribers. James, you're absolutely right. James Lale, thanks for coming into the stream. Sturgeon, yeah, you know what they are? They're great for smoking. But James, yeah, on the days I can't catch anything, I'll put on a gulp minnow, and I'll just jig it off the bottom. Oh, hold on. I don't know if that's a fish. No, that's seaweed. I haven't had a bite for so long. I'm getting the fish mirage where I get seaweed and I think it's a fish. But yeah, gulp are my favorite. Still not sure about the color of this jig head, but we're gonna keep trying. My favorite colors are black and white. I keep it simple. That's what usually works for me. But if I get a fish in the next 5 casts, color me surprised. Yeah, sturgeon are, like I said, the people from Eastern Europe, they poach them because I'm sure there's a lot of people even here in the States that'll catch a sturgeon and take out the caviar out of it and just get rid of the fish. That's the unfortunate problem. Because what, like 1 pound of sturgeon caviar can probably go for like, I'm gonna say over $1,000. But the population of sturgeon have been bouncing back. There are actually some states in the United States that where you can catch it and keep it. Keep one, I think you can keep one per year or something. But if you make those rules, how are you gonna know who keeps what? Because you can come home with it and then go back and catch another one, right? Hmm. Pretty dead. You know what? Let's change location real quick. Before we change location, let me put a piece of worm on. I have a couple of rods with me. Let's see. Thanks for the likes, by the way, for those coming in and out. I appreciate the love. Maybe we'll break 50 today. You never know. But it's good to see Tali and everybody in the chat. It's nice. I feel like I'm back with family. We're just gonna use this rod to cast out a couple of pieces of worm. You never know. Maybe we'll get a catfish. I don't know if my dad's gonna eat one, but it'd be fun to catch a bullhead catfish. Let's see. Man, that's a Jake break. Come on, man. You're messing up my chat. Hey, Jason J, what's going on, man? You fishing about 14-inch? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to fish. So I did try bobber fishing, James. If you're still in the chat, give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna cast this out because I already have these worms. And these are the weirdest worms. I bought them like 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't used up all of them. These are green worms, which is the strangest thing to me. James, I'll do what you say. I'll try it. We actually tried fishing him off about the same distance from the bobber, and nothing happened. It's kind of tough. I'll throw a bobber on though. I don't dismiss people in my chat. I take your advice. This is the weirdest worms, man. I'm just gonna do this and cast it out. Maybe we'll get a bullhead catfish. I don't think we're gonna get an eel, but you never know. Just gonna cast it out somewhere out there and leave it out here. You guys probably been to my streams. You know how catfishing goes around these parts. There's not. I think. Hold on. Did I cast the worm off the thing? Give me a sec. I'm sorry. Did I really do that? I have like a knot on this line too. Hold on one sec. I think I casted a piece of worm off. Ah, that's fine. This is fine. Cast it out there. Okay, better. All right, I'm just gonna leave this here, and I'll take you guys on a little trip. Let's go looking for crappie. I'll grab a bobber. Give me a second. I want one of these. 14, 15 inches below the bobber. I got you, man. Oh man, my hands are all dirty. Mold machine, yes. So I was actually thinking about buying that mold machine. That's really nice. I like that thing. All right, let's go. Sorry, guys, I can't keep up with everything. I'll respond to you in a second. Let's change up a spot a little bit. All right, let's see what you guys write. Zona Fazil, how you doing? Let me read the chat real quick. You can look at my ugly face while I read it. I hold my rod with the right hand, James. Yes, so somebody told me about that trick. I did that last time, but you know what I did to my reel? Because I am fishing with very light reels. I wrapped a bunch of line on my reel, but I will try that. Let me print screen it, James. 1 second. What's going on, Tommy Risky? Thank you very much for good looks. Yeah, so that's exactly how I'm fishing it right now, James. I'm fishing around weed beds. Let's go. I got two rods here, and let's try it. Let's go. Let's do crappie fishing for a little bit more. I know there's crappie here. I've caught them here before. So first, I'll use a 3-inch gulp minnow on a crappie magnet hook. And James told me to put the hook about 14 inches. Let's do it. I like the weighted bobber hook for crappie fishing. I think James will agree with me. You get to cast it out far over the weed bed. All right. That's not 14. Let's go. Let's try it. My dad told me crappie is his favorite fish to eat. That's because I don't catch enough fluke. Otherwise, you have a different opinion, right? That looks about 14, right? Yeah. Let's try it. I know why you said at 14, so you don't get snagged with all the weeds. All right, let's try it. Let's let it sit there for. Oh, look at the blue heron. You see that guy? That guy. That guy can clean out your fish pond in one day. That guy can eat all the fish in the fish pond. But to be honest with you, James, the bobber technique has really worked with me amazingly in the spring. In the fall, it really doesn't for some reason. I don't know what it is. We just picked up some seaweed. Hold on. It really doesn't work for me in the fall for some reason. But we'll do 10 casts. How about that? All right, we picked up some a vegetarian girlfriend food. Let's go. Do it again. And I'm fishing with a Shakespeare ugly stick, but not the cheap version. It's a light pro. These are actually good. The small one, the 4.5 footers, is one of my favorite rods to use. So much feeling in that rod. All right, I'm gonna go very slow. Nope, no fish. Hold on. There's a nice weed bed right there. I know it well because that's where I caught crappie before. And I'm using the same technique I usually use, but no fish today. Yeah, you can see how the galled minnow swims behind it. All right. Picked up some seaweed again. I was really hoping to catch some crappie today. Give me a second. Let me check the chat because I can't do both. So, hold on. You donate $20 if I jump in? No, I'm good, man. You keep that 20 and buy yourself another pair of shoes. I'm good. But thanks. It's funny. I mean, come back here around July. I'll jump in for $20. All right. Next time I'm fishing in the Raritan River, I'll jump in for 10. $20. Don't do much in Jersey, baby. We're gonna have to pump up those numbers. That's gonna have to be at least 200 for Grumpy Orchid to jump in. 200 will probably buy me some potatoes, some cucumbers, some chicken. That's about it. Olaf, what's going on? I can swim. What's going on, Ronnie? What's up, man? Anyways, we are struggling here today. If you want to struggle with me, join the chat. Yeah, unfortunately, $20 in Jersey doesn't do much. Now, $20 in Sacramento, California. Whew, you can get a lot of legal and illegal things for that. Let's see. Let's try fish without on a jig head with no bobber. I've had a lot of success for the guy from PA. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Let me check the chat. So I had a lot of success with this, just jigging with underspin for crappie. Give me a sec. I gotta say your name. I owe it to you, James Lally. If you're still in the chat, what's going on, Eagles? Eagle 74. I'm fishing a lake in Jersey, but let's try. I mean, we have to get a fish. This is getting this is getting a little ridiculous. Well, we've been struggling for 30 minutes, no fish. I kind of owe you a fish. Wow, this place is dead. Hold on. I know those guys are hiking or fishing. We're gonna figure it out. Should have brought a magnet with me today to do some, but yeah, here magnet fishing probably wouldn't work that well. All right, let's keep walking. But this keep traveling. Not that oppressor is sitting there. Sheesh. Let's see. Looks pretty good to me, but is there fish here? Oh, it dropped to the bottom while I read. Yeah, no, this is the same place I fish by my house. I told you about it. It's yeah, catching weeds is better than catching nothing at all. I agree with you. But yeah, it's been. I think I started my journey on YouTube at the wrong year. I mean, I have been pretty mildly successful, but man, when it rains, the fishing is so much better here. Like all the fish just wakes up. There's oxygen in the water. It's so dead right now. Sometimes we'll come and catch nothing at all. Trout fishing is so bad too. Wait, DCP, did you go trout fishing this weekend? I want to go fishing with Tali for big sand bass. That's what I want to do. Wait, Tali, if you're still in the chat, did you join the Discord so you can show us the pictures of the fish? Oh no. So weeds. Always weeds. I wonder if that neon green jig head that I'm using is playing a role in my struggles, but we're not gonna say that yet. Hold on. All right. You know what we can do? We can get a bass. I have a 3-inch minnow. Let me try that. Let me try to fish this without a bobber. I know there's a very bassy spot here. Just kind of left all my stuff behind me, but I can run over and maybe catch you guys a dinky bass. Or maybe a decent sized bass. You never know. Let's go try it. There's actually a bass over here too. Look, I'm going to use this minnow. It's a 3-inch gulp minnow on a crappie magnet hook. Oh, that's not good. Just flies pretty well. Nothing. It's amazing. Oh, there's my buddy. You guys think he's going to outfit us? Do you see the blue heron? My lures are gulp minnows right now. Yeah, DCP did get over 50. Look at this dude. Ronnie, unfortunately, I can't be like you. This can't be my pet. You see him? He's looking at us. That's a good-sized blue heron. That's a nice adult-sized blue heron. He's probably going to catch more fish than me today. I mean, I wish we could fish in Montana. My wife's friend moved to Montana. She's a cancer surgeon, and she makes so much money there. She actually she has a private guy that takes her on the plane back to her home in Utah. But yeah, Montana's nice. Like some beautiful. I mean, it's still kind of untouched, which is good. Unlike here in Jersey. Oh, he's looking. Look at him. He's about to get one. All right, hold on. Get some seaweed. This is the same spot where we caught a tire last time. I'm not sure if I was streaming. What was the last time I was streaming out of here? But let's go. Let's go catch a bass. Hold on. This one spot I want to try here. This is where I usually find all my bass lures. It's a nice juicy rose bush here. All right, let's try it. Just gonna twitch with a gulp minnow. You never know. That's how usually bass bites them. Nah, nothing. Think I can catch that lug? I think people put that there for on a purpose. Nope, dead. Completely dead. I wonder if I just drifted over the top. Nothing. Nope. What if you jig it? Yeah. Wow. It is pretty bad today. Let's go back, collect my rods, and do something else. Hmm. This is tough. All right, let's go. What should I do? You know what? Let me cast one more time. This spot here, like. But yeah, I'm getting ready for my Wednesday adventure in a kayak. I'm going to grab a burlap sack. I don't know if you, how many of you know what that is, but it's just basically like a sack that has a lot of holes in it, like farmers use it for seeds and stuff. And I'm gonna freeze like 2 pounds of. I'm gonna freeze 2 pounds of chum, and I'll get out there. I'll get out there in the kayak, and I'll stay in the same spot, and I'll just chum it up, and guaranteed to catch a bunch of bluegills and hopefully crappie. But I'm gonna try to catch a bass or two. I'll grab all kinds of rods with me. Maybe we'll take a bait caster rod. Nope, dead. Completely dead. I'll make a drop shot rig. We'll have some fun. If you want to stop by. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Jim from Punta Gorda. I remember you. You're the guy that catches nicer fish than me. Did you catch anything this weekend other than that beautiful drum? What else did you catch? You caught a drum that I thought was a sea trout and something else. Give me a second, guys. Let's go back to where I was. I want to change the jig head on this. I want to change it to black. Hmm. Should we check the worm too? Hold on, let's check the worm. You low tech? I'll show you. You ready for it, dude? I'm like a Terminator. Give me a sec. I'll show you. I'll show you my super. I changed out my setup a little bit, just because I don't know why I figured I was gonna. I started using my GoPro again. Hold on. Jeez. Like I don't have a fish. Don't worry. It's just trying to drag this through. I'll show you my setup. Let me cast this in real quick. Maybe we'll get a bluegill. Hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me. I am super low tech too. I'm a 40-plus-year-old dad of two, and trust me, very low tech. So there's two ways you can do this. Let me cast this, and I'll show you. Okay, just throw this in there. So, you ready? Oh, nice. Titusville. Yeah, there's two of them. So this is actually a GoPro. There's a GoPro chest mount with a GoPro on it. It's not recording right now, and I have a hot shoe. You can buy this on Amazon. So I just pop. This GoPro has a media mod that has a. You just pop this camera in a case, and then you take the hot shoe and throw it on a hot shoe. But if you don't want to spend all that money, which you don't have to spend, I'm going to show you something different. This is what. Oh, this is all you need. You see that? That's what I usually stream from. Here. You see that? That's just a neck mount. It opens up. You put it around your neck. You know, and that's it. You just pop your phone on there. Look, you heard that sound? That's it. All right. I mean, if I'm not going to be catching fish, I'll at least give you some advice, right? You got it. So yeah, my advice is buy that. If you like, you don't need a GoPro to the iPhone 16 Pro or whatever iPhone you have is so good, but buy one of those. It's made by a company called Telesin. My camera, my GoPro was sitting for such a long time at home that without me using it, that I decided to pop it back on just in case something crazy was going to happen. But as you can see, nothing is happening today. Hold on. I'm going to switch this jig head to black. Give me a second, guys. For some reason, I do not believe in neon. It's too much party flavor for me. I'm sorry, demon. Yeah, and the great thing about that neck mount, when you bend down, it bends down with you. So if you're doing something with in your hands, you will always be able to see it on the stream because it just kind of like pivots down. Give me a second, guys. So let's check on the Super Mario. What does Super Mario have for us today? I haven't opened that guy up in a while. Oh yes, here we go. A little bigger jig head so I can throw it a little further. Super Mario. I'm gonna use this jig head. Let me show it better to you. Here, that's what I'm gonna go with. And I just dropped it, but because it has an underspin, yeah, we're just gonna go with this. I dropped it again. See, Grumpy Orca doesn't learn. That's a little bigger than the one I just used. I'm gonna pop it on the same rod, and we're gonna go for it. Let's try it. I believe in it. It's a little heavier, so it's gonna fly a little further out. Yeah, you should definitely buy that neck mount. It does make you look a little weird, but I don't know how old you are. You're probably older than me. At this point of my age, I really don't care anymore. And no matter what you do in life, people will always make fun of you anyway. So I just don't hang around like people like that, and we're good. But it's awesome. I like it a lot. It's the best way to because your GoPro. If you think about it, your iPhone is probably even better at making videos than your GoPro. And the new iPhone has that feature where after the videos you can modify the sound. You can make your voiceover sound like studio quality. You just go into settings and go to sound and select the studio option. That's how I make my shorts. It completely removes all the background noise. It's kind of nice. It makes my voice sound a little better. You don't hear the lisp, or you still do. Oh, you're 74, dude. God bless you, man. If somebody can give me a piece of paper to sign to get to 74, I'm signing it today, man. My pops is actually he's gonna be 76 in about 2 weeks. That's the guy that sent me out to get crappie today. My dad always jokes around that he wanted me to be a successful doctor or lawyer, but instead he gets free fish every week. All right, hold on. Now, I did have a gulp minnow sitting somewhere in my leg while I was doing this, and I think I dropped it, unless I didn't. Hold on, guys, 1 sec. 1 second, I'm sorry. I guess I did drop it, but I can't find it. What's going on, Car Lover? I remember you, guy. Car Lover, I think you're from PA, right? I remember talking to you. I talked to you like a week or two ago. We talked about all kinds of cars. Let's see. Okay, let's dress this guy up and send him out there to catch us some crappie. You do not come back without crappie, I tell you. Ouch. Ooh, that went right in my finger. 34 people in the chat. How's everybody doing today? You guys are ready to do some fishing in New Jersey? 1 second, guys. All right, let's go. Let's cast this out. I don't see my gulp minnow, but the good thing about gulp minnow is they're biodegradable, so we don't have to worry about that. Do not see it. All right. One second, guys. We're going to cast it out there for some crappie. I totally forgot to have a rod out there. Hold on. I have a rod with a piece of worm out there. No bite. So I'm going to assume that Rich Mountains, you're from Montana? Is that a good assumption since you told us that you can catch trout there with a bare hook? That's pretty cool, man. I'm going to assume you're from Montana. I don't know if you are. You know why we don't assume, right? All right. I got to catch a crappie now. Everybody, hold on. Hold on to your hats. It's amazing. I've been fishing for an hour, and there's people who've been watching me, and I produced 0 fish. Such a hack. I am. Just coming in here thinking I was going to catch all this fish. How you doing, Mitchell Gardner? There's a stream bot? I didn't know that. Stream bot. Is that made by YouTube? I'm still new to this. Probably gonna take me another year to figure out how to do this. StreamBot is like a plugin app because the only problem is I stream from my phone, so all those plugins and apps, can I use them in my while I'm streaming from the phone? I think there's an app called Streamlabs, right? All right, let's get on some crappie. I'm feeling it, man. Come on, that's where. Oh, what did I tell you? Did I tell you I was feeling it? Hold on, I think that's a fish. There's no way that's a seaweed. I told you I was feeling it, baby. Come on, get over here. Oh yes, all the complaining I did. All the complaining I did. Come here, buddy. That's a bass. Oh man, buddy, come on. We're trying to get a crappie. How you doing, kid? Oh, man, I done told you I'm trying to catch me a crappie. You want to go in the bag too? I told you. I told you I was trying to catch a crappie, dude. What do you got in your mouth? Oh man, your lip is all ripped up. All right. Well, there you go, guys. While trying to catch a crappie, we got us a bass. Can't make it up. Come on, stop it. Thanks. Hold on. Let me. He wasn't even fighting me. Let me make a video real quick for my YouTube shorts because just like my live account, my shorts are suffering. Give me a sec. This guy's gonna be all right. I'm pretty sure. And of course, I forgot where I put my phone, so I'm not gonna be making a video for my shorts. Oh no, here it is. Well, at least I got you something. Let's let him go. Okay, buddy. See you later, alligator. He is okay. He's just trying to digest nice. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, I was hoping for crappie. Got a bass. That's actually what I was doing when I was watching your stream, Ron. I was feeding my kids, and like usual, I'll make them dinner around 7 p.m. My wife's not home yet, and I'll just watch. I just throw the phone on vertical mode, and I'll watch your stream. And my little one, he doesn't know the name of your pet birds yet, but he's learning. He told my wife, he's like, "Dad was watching some dude feed birds on a live stream today." Colorado Outdoors Urban Angler, how you doing, man? You're praying for me to catch a crappie. I mean, I appreciate it, man. You know what I did wrong today? I walked out with my dress shoes on. You see my Pumas? Those are $30 at Costco, man. I usually keep those at home when I go fishing. I made it out though today by accident. All right, we're gonna let this bad boy drop again. That was a good sized bass though. Let's switch it. I'm telling you, there's something about a black colored. Hold on, wait a minute. Is that a bald eagle? Holy crap! No, it's an osprey. Oh, that's a fully grown osprey. Look at that guy. He's doing. That's beautiful. You know those backpacks, osprey backpacks? That's the bird. Uh, he's fishing. I know he's gonna come down soon. And that's you just heard a helicopter coming from Trump's golf course. You tying orange flies from my tabby's tail? That's funny. Thanks, Demon. I appreciate it. Well, at least I showed you guys a nice osprey. Oh, he's definitely gonna get a fish. He's out there. You see him? All right, let's see. He's coming back. Oh, he's searching. All right, if he goes in the water, I'll let you know. This is giving me this is exactly like fishing at Sandy Hook is like. Always see ospreys. Yeah, he's definitely looking for fish right now. If he goes down, I'll let you guys know. He's circling. I should have gotten into that bass. Yeah, I know he's going after my bass. So I think my stream's finally normalized. I knew it was. I'm gonna. This is the last time I'm gonna talk about the stream today. But I knew I was getting way too many views compared to other streams, and I think now my average is like 20, 30 people. So that just for those people that are gonna start streaming, I'm just letting you know. YouTube might give you a bone, but once it normalizes, you're probably gonna have between like 20 and 40 people in your stream. So don't get mad. This is just normal. That's what ChatGPT told me was gonna happen. What's going on, Breedies? Arunas. Arunas. Hold on. What country is that from? That could be anything, really. What country are you from, Arunas? It's just such a beautiful place to fish right now, even though no fish. And you see, we're caught that bass in ultralight. You don't really need like crazy setups. You're just jigging it off the bottom. Oh, you're Lithuanian. Nice. Lithuanian. That's awesome. I've never been to Lithuania, but my parents have. Long time ago. No, skateboarders, you're the lucky bastard because it hasn't rained here in 2 months, which is probably almost 3 months, which is why fishing is this terrible. You know who's going to do really well in the state of New Jersey next year? People that cut down trees. We lost so many trees. It's crazy. Yeah, don't worry, that's not a fish. It hasn't rained here. I've been complaining about it on the stream. It hasn't rained. We haven't had good rain in, I'd say, 2 months minimum. And I'm very jealous that it's raining where you are. That's why I refuse to go trout fishing right now, because all these trout are just caught in all these holes getting killed. Yeah, I didn't get skunked today. That's true. I did not. I will not be getting skunked today, right? Usually, I haven't never gotten skunked on a stream yet, but sometimes I'll catch bluegills, and I you know, kind of easy to catch a bluegill. But that might be the only fish we catch today. You never know. Let it drop. Okay, that's a fish. Oh, that was a fish. That was something small. I'm gonna let it drop again. Maybe it was a crappie. So I'm just gonna keep casting in the same spot. Okay, that's seaweed. So we just had a fish, but I'm gonna say that was either a small crappie or a bluegill. But let's just keep going at it. At this point, I'm not switching spots. I'll let you guys enjoy the scenery. I'm just gonna keep letting it drop. Maybe the school of crappie came back here. Oh, you're in North Carolina. Dude, I'm in Jersey. You're in North Carolina. You're the lucky one. North Carolina is where I used to go ride my motorcycle at the Tail of the Dragon. I actually did a straight run from North Carolina to Moab once. And I'm not very proud of it, but it was 30 something hours of straight up driving. It was crazy. I think I drove like 1,500 miles in one shot in my Miata. That was about 12 years ago. All right, let's recast. So there's some fish to the right here. I'm going to keep going at it. There's some fish. I'm not sure what was biting, what I had on my second cast, but let's check. And thanks for those. Oh, look at that. Our friend just left. That's a blue heron. Off he goes. Haven't seen him catch fish either today, so I guess we're like skunk brothers today. So what I'm doing is I just dropped it. I don't want to reel it back yet. I'm just slowly jigging into place. Wait, so you mean in North Carolina, do they close the trout season? Because in Jersey it just goes. I think it goes into December or something. In Jersey we just haven't had rain, and they're just oh, have a fish, something small. Hold on, let's see where it is. If it's a crappie, oh man, came off again. What? Hold on, I think there's a school of crappie right there. I'm gonna give me a second, guys. I'm wondering if that guy, if it's something small that just bites onto the tail of the minnow and holds on. Yeah, I got you pumped up to go fishing tomorrow. There you go, man. Well, I hope you catch a bunch. You going fishing with grandkids, or you gonna go by yourself, Rich Mountains? But to respond to the guy in North Carolina, man, so we haven't, because of no rain. The bite, they don't want to bite. They just sit there in a hole, and you can throw anything you want in front of them. People snag them, and people also, they'll try to fish with a Rapala, I think, to get them excited. But it's been really, really bad. That's why I refuse to go trout fishing right now. You can't get me. You give me $100, I'm not going trout fishing. I'd rather struggle here, try to catch a crappie. We've had this is probably the worst water conditions we had in 20 years. I've never seen it this bad. Something small kept biting my gulp minnow, and I know it's not even a decent sized crappie because of the way it felt. I'm just gonna keep casting. Yeah, my gulp minnow's pretty beat up though. Let's see. The tail of the dragon is cool on about 1 hour. GNR, yeah. The what is that? The tail of the dragon has been my mecca. I was one of those Miata guys. Since 2002 I had about 7 Miatas. I have one now, but I blew a hole in the block. And we used to go. I usually like to go by myself because I don't like the Miata groups anymore. I don't like to stay in any groups, to be honest. And I used to go and ride my motorcycle on Tail of the Dragon too. Oh, okay, that's a good fish. Hold on, we got something good on, boys. Stay in the chat. We got a good one, boys. Oh, he's running too. Hold on. Oh, here you go. Look. Okay, this dude is big. Look at this guy. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. This boy thick, because he is very thick. Look at this dude. He's probably having a heart attack. Look at this guy. Dude, you've been eating good, man. Look at this guy. He is absolutely gigantic. That's a nice size. That's like a 9 incher. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's close to 9. He is big. Hold on. That is a big, big bluegill. All right. You have yourself a nice day. My pops told me to only bring him crappie, so that guy gets to live. I'm pretty sure that's a male bluegill. They have that hump in their nose. Yeah. He wasn't fighting hard, which is kind of strange. I really wonder how bad the oxygen is in the water. I reeled in that bass. He wasn't fighting. This bluegill wasn't fighting. It's just really strange because I know how these fish fight. I fished this place for years. They're just kind of like whatever. Relaxation. All right, that's 2 fish. How you doing, Mustafa? Oh, I remember you. What's going on, Tom? Which city? We're in country of New Jersey, man. The land of opportunity, mortgage fraud, and insurance fraud. You forgot you fished with us last time, I remember. Wild trout waters you can all year round, but most of the waterways delayed trout harvesting. Gotcha. Rock bass, man. Rock bass. Aren't they the most fun to fish? They're so powerful. I'll actually, I'd rather catch rock bass and smallmouth sometimes than stock trout because they fight. Here comes our buddy. You see that? That's an osprey. Oh, that's a beautiful osprey. It's a full size, fully grown bird too. Look, look, look. Do you see that? You're welcome. He just got himself a fish. Oh, that boy. I hope he's not getting skunked. You saw that? Brought to you by Grumpy Orca Fishing. Oh no, he didn't get one. He's back for it. He's back. He's like Grumpy Orca. He mad now. He mad. Hold on. He's about to go down again. He didn't get one for sure. Oh, he mad. You saw him. You saw him hit the water, right? Hey, come over here, buddy. Come on. Do it for the stream. Hold on. Oh, he's high up. You see him? Beautiful size bird. Hold on. Let's see if he drops again. Ah, I know we came here to fish, but let's look at this dude. This is a once in a lifetime thing for me. Look at him. You see how he's just hovering above ground? Watch this. Here he goes. Oh my God, this is beautiful. He got a fish. He got a fish. He got one. Oh, he definitely got one. How awesome was that? Now he's gonna go and sit on the branch and eat him. You see that? That was awesome. That was awesome. That's a highlight. That's a highlight right there today. That was beautiful. I'm so happy we saw that. That's a live osprey catching a fish right in front of you. I don't think I have a fish. I have seaweed. I'll call it even. That was cool, man. Oh, you fell in the river? Did you bring any salmon home? That was cool, man. You see, even in Jersey, you can just stand on the side of the lake and see osprey just dive down into the water in front of you and feed. He missed the first one. He came back and just nailed it. That was cool, man. That makes me happy seeing stuff like that. That's cool. I can't wait to rewatch this. I'm gonna show my kid today. I'm sorry for the commentary. It might not have been the best, not National Geographic style, but that was cool. Do I ice fish? No, no. Better than National Geographic. Oh, you got the Jersey commentary? You got that? You got Grand Pure. Look at him. He's coming in for the fish. He's gonna get this bastard. You know what I'm saying? Bam. uh, Not much makes me happy anymore. But if I see stuff like that in the wild, that's cool. I get excited about that stuff. Nature at work. That guy's been doing that for billions of years. What I was gonna say? No, I do not ice fish. I know it's expensive, and I can't take the time away because I really can't leave my family for like a weekend to go ice fishing, and I really don't have any gear. So chances are, if Grumpy Orca goes ice fishing, I'm basically gonna end up on local news with frostbite. I do go trout fishing to a lake during winter before ice is over. I do that. Yeah, I gotta put a short out there. I hope the quality of the video is good. But man, that guy just I didn't expect him to just go down and get a fish right in front of us, but that was just kadoosh right in front of us. That was awesome. All right, let's. I might have to switch this Gulp minnow out. I'm gonna do a couple more casts because it's not looking too bueno. Tom, are you okay after falling in the river with that salmon? I hope you caught the fish. That's cool though. I'm glad you're fishing. Do you have like seasons? Oh, we got a fish. Hold on, that was right on the drop. Oh, it's a good one. Hold on. I mean, the way it bit it, I'm gonna say that's probably a bass. Hold on. Oh, we got a good one, boys. If that's a bass, I'm gonna have a conversation with him because that's not how. Oh, we got a good fish on. Hold on. Oh, Grand Piorca and Fuego. Oh, dude, this is another giant bluegill. What the man, dude? What have you been eating? You eating pizza? Look at this guy. That's a female. Girl, you thick. Like, what do you think? That's a big bluegill. I'm gonna stop abusing bluegills and let him go. Next thing you know, she's gonna have to go see a therapist. No, that was actually a bluegill that fought hard. That was a female bluegill that fought really hard. That was definitely a female. Today, the females are fighting stronger than males. I don't want to start a culture war, but it bit her right as soon as I cast it in, just right on the drop. Yeah, she might be. I don't know. She fought hard. I think bluegills actually they reproduce all year round. They're one of the fish that always. That's why they're everywhere. They're extremely. Uh, I don't know how many times a year, but they keep reproducing all year. They're not like bass or catfish. By the way, if you ever check out my channel, I'm not asking you to do anything, but if you do, I have videos of baby bullhead catfish that we caught. I don't want to be one of those guys who tells you to subscribe to me, but if you do want to see baby bullheads, they're like this big. I caught 5 of them by accident in my pond filter because me and my kid thought it was a great idea to put bullhead catfish in our fish pond, and I'm raising them this winter. I'll see how big they get. They're about 3 inches right now. Oh man, that was cool. Really? That's awesome. Wait, you said the Osprey hits at 80 miles per hour when diving? That's cool. I didn't know that. I did not know that. If I make I'm gonna make a short today out of it. Hopefully, I'm just gonna remove my commentary out of it, so it's not. It's actually normal. But if I make a short today, I'll mention that. My shorts haven't been getting many views recently, which is fine. I am not doing YouTube for money. But I highly recommend, to those of you that are listening to me, I highly recommend you make a YouTube account and put up videos, just make them unlisted so nobody can see them. I've been doing that. My wife and I were just watching our video from when we got married. I've been putting out videos on my other channel for years, and I've made them all unlisted. This way, you can see them anywhere. You can send them to your family, and nobody else gets to watch them. Like I didn't think I was going to be on YouTube like this, but I have about 400 unlisted videos from past 15 years. And if you think about it, how many videos that you took on your iPhone from 15 years ago do you have and you can just access? So I recommend just making a YouTube channel just as a free storage. I wonder if me saying that's gonna tank my YouTube channel again, but you don't have to put them out in public. They can be either completely private or they can be unlisted. Unlisted means if you send a link to your family or friends in an email, text message, only they can. If somebody has that link, they can go and see the video. If they don't have the link, nobody's going to be able to see that video. And you can make the videos completely private that only you can see them. Anyways, that's Grumpy Orca Tech Advice. What's going on, Jacob? There might be no. Yeah, I don't think there's a limit on bluegill here. Probably they reproduce like crazy. People back in the 1800s when they're populating the West, the Wild West, that's how bluegill and bass came to. Well, mostly bluegill. They raised bluegill like chickens. They would bring them 200 years ago to out to California, and they would just bluegills are originally from the Great Lakes and Mississippi River basin, and they would take them, they would put them on a carriage, and would bring them out to California and all the other states. And they would just use them as a free food source, right? Like chickens, you just put them into the waterway, and 2, 3 years later, your family's eating what are all the bluegills because they were so hardy and they would grow so fast. Now they find bluegills in Ukraine, Russia, and in Korea because people somehow brought them over. I don't know how, but yeah, they will outcompete a local waterway very quickly. You know what? I have another Gulp minnow. Let's go get another Gulp minnow. This guy's beat up. I have a 3-inch black and white shed Gulp minnow, and we can throw that guy on. Do you guys want me to do a Wacky rig Gulp minnow one time? Hold on, that's a Grumpy Orca favorite. Don't do this, but just for fun. This actually works. So you just rig it like this. When your Gulp minnow is beat up, just do this and watch. We might get one. You never know. Yeah, so we caught a bass. We caught 2 huge bluegills, and we saw an osprey catch a fish, which was pretty epic. I have actually, no, I've seen them catch fish nonstop at Sandy Hook, but this guy was about 50, 60 feet away from us when he did it. That was epic. Don't like to use that word, but it was amazing. So what we're doing now is that Wacky Rick Gulp minnow just for fun. You never know, might get a big bass. We did catch a pretty decent sized bass. That guy was at least a pound on Gulp minnow. Does your girlfriend hate them because you leave them in your car and they smell? Or the juice leaks out into your bag? Because that's what happens with me and my wife. My wife sometimes will not get into my car. I have a work car that I use as a driver. I drive people, but then I have my Mini. That's kind of like my fishing and my regular car. She will not get into that car because it basically smells like Gulp minnows and worms. Sometimes the juice leaks out and gets in, and the Mini is a small car, so you basically sitting with your nose right next to it. But yeah, Gulp minnows, if you just jig them like this, twitch them, whatever, off the bottom, tough to beat. I'm gonna do this one more time. Like this is the last time I'm twitching the Gulp minnow, and then we're gonna go switch it. So that osprey is probably sitting somewhere on the tree right now and eating it. I've seen him do it before. But you know what? I have an idea. Let's go and twitch this Gulp minnow where I know bass are. Hold on, real quick. Thanks for sticking with me today, guys. I know it's been kind of slow. I feel like I say that every time I fish, but I appreciate you. All right. Hold on, Jim from Punta Gorda. The water temps here are probably still low 70s. Let me try it with my finger real quick. I can't tell, but I know what my aquarium water is at 79. So, or maybe, well, probably the water now is like in upper 60s. Let me check. Oh, dude, it's still warm. This is I'm gonna say this water is probably like low 70s. So chances are they might still be spawning. It does feel really warm to me. Let me read your comments. Hold on. No, Gulp minnows definitely don't suck. They work amazing. They're actually my confidence bait. If I can't catch anything, I'll switch to Gulp minnows or worms, and I'll always get a fish. Like today, we used one Gulp minnow to catch bass, 2 bluegills, pretty easily. I mean, we're targeting crappie, but all right. Let me stop this nonsense. Let me take it off. And I have a 3-inch Gulp minnow on my other rod. I'm gonna throw on this rod. I appreciate you saying that, Rich Mountains. Sometimes I have to start the orca lecture if I'm not catching anything. I tell you everything I know. But what's cool about sometimes people show up in my stream, they show up from different countries and they'll teach us different stuff. Like one time I had every time there's somebody, people from all different parts of the country, and that's why I enjoy doing this. There was a guy from South Korea that one time showed up and told us that in South Korea, bass and bluegill, somebody brought them over there and they're invasive. And there's a law where you have to, if you catch one, you have to kill them on sight, and like you can't put them back in. Kind of like what they do with snakehead laws here in Jersey. It's interesting. Like you find out new stuff from people that you think we have problems with the invasive fish here. There's problems all over the world because people just keep repopulating their rivers and ponds, not thinking about what kind of effect that has on the local fish. So yeah, that's cool. That's why I like streaming. You get to talk to people from different countries. I think we're basically covered. We probably had at least 100 different countries in the live stream in the past couple of months. Hold on, I want to catch it. I know there's a giant perch and bluegill there, but it's also extremely pressured spot. Yeah, skateboarders. I'm telling you, you gotta tell your girlfriend to try gulp minnows again because they're so effective. Especially, you don't have to just cast them out and wait. My kid actually casts them out and just lets them sit there, and the bluegills come and pick them up. But if you actively fish them like a jig bait or jerk bait, they're great. I got always catch stuff with them on the live stream. Hold on, give me a second, guys. So there's never anything here. I can never catch a fish here unless I'm using worms. Let's try it. I know it looks like a very attractive spot to fish, but never catch fish here. Let it drop. Just twitch it. Twitch it. Basically letting it drop to the bottom and just twitching it. Do I want to go that way? I think we're good. Well, nah. Okay, I'll go there. Hold on. Just don't like going on this bridge. So once again, we're using a jig head with an underspin and a 3-inch gulp minnow. I know there's bass there, and I've caught many of them there, but they're so pressured. It's right here. Hold on. Just gonna let it drop to the bottom. Twitch. Twitch. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, we got a bass. Okay. Oh, no, is that a bass? No, it's a giant bluegill again. Look at this guy. He's not ashamed. Hold on. Look how big this guy is. He ate a 3-inch gulp minnow. Oh, hold on. This is a giant. Okay, this is like my. Look at this dude. He's absolutely gigantic. This is a huge bluegill. He munched a 3-inch gulp minnow. I think that's a female. Let's let her go. But hold on. I gotta get up. Look how big he is. I was basically twitching a gulp minnow like a psychedelic minnow, and I just got this guy. All right, let's go. Like I said, I think it's a female, but it's absolutely gigantic. Hold on. And it's pretty strong. Wow. Yeah, these bluegills are not messing around, man. Absolutely beautiful bluegill on a 3-inch gallop minnow and a jig head with an underspin. Beautiful fish. Yeah, this is not a small fish. Let's let it go. This is easily 9 inches. And this is a public pressured pond. Look, beautiful fish. Let's let it go. Pop said no bluegills, so off you go. Oh, that fish is no joke. And I'll show you the. This is what I caught it on. I gotta dress it up, but yeah. Okay, Rich Mountains, I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to find you. Go have fun and yeah, get that neck mount for the phone. And I hope you enjoy fishing. Stay safe. And if you don't join my streams again, I just want to wish you happy holidays to you and your family. Thanks again. I appreciate the conversation. Yeah, that bluegill was no joke. Like and I'm not doing the fake excitement here because I catch a lot of bluegills here. That is a big fish. So this is what I'm going to do. You know how I caught him? I basically casted it and waited. I raised it a little bit, and I just did. You see what I'm doing with my fishing rod? I'm like a psychedelic fisherman. I'm just doing the twitch, and I'm slowly reeling it, letting it drop again. I was 1,000% sure that was a bass because that's how you catch a bass. You just twitch it off the bottom. You can see I don't know if you can see the gold minnow, but it looks like a fish. Looks like a fish that's like fighting for its life. You see that? That looks good, right? And it has that underspin. Sometimes you'll see it pop. And that's exactly how you can catch a bass. You just basically that's called I think twitching, and they'll just come and eat it. We're not in the city. We're in New Jersey, state New Jersey. Which city? I can't tell you. It's a big secret. But we're close to New York City. A big secret. You know. If you want a clue, though, there's a sun right there. Somebody drew that. And thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to crack 50 today. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but I'll try. So I was just basically jigging it like that. That's how I got that huge bluegill. So basically, no crappie today, all bluegills. Some days you catch all crappie, no bluegill. So interesting. Hey, what's going on, Grumpy Bass? I'm gonna check your channel out today, Grumpy Bass. I did see a few of your videos. I like them. We did catch a bass today. We caught a pretty healthy looking largemouth. I think it was about a pound. It wasn't that big, but we were trying to catch crappie, and we ran into this. That guy wasn't even fighting for it, which like very strange. I thought it was just a crappie. Turned out to be a bass. There's an interesting log here. I was not here before. I wonder if people just put it here or somehow got drifted, kind of somehow drifted over. It's definitely been in the lake for a while, but I know that's where I'll get snagged with my techniques. What should we do? Well, let's cast one more time and come back to where we started. Maybe we'll catch some more crappie. I mean, some more bluegills. Nothing but monster bluegills today. Nope, seaweed. All right, let's move. Hold on. Let's hold up my phone. It's a little tough here. Thinking about what else I can fish with. What else did I bring? Oh, you know what? I brought a Rapala. You guys like Rapalas? I don't know how much luck we're gonna have, but we can try it. I definitely have a rod we can use it on. I know people go crazy about Rapalas, and I've had some luck on them, but never had like great luck. So here's what I'll do. I forgot where I put it. Hold on. Oh no, I have it in my pocket. Hold on, wait, check it out. What do you guys think? I can just use this on an ultralight rod. So we can cast this in. Just give me a couple of minutes. I want to fish a little bit longer with my gulp minnow, and then we'll throw the Rapala in. We're just gonna fish it on the Shakespeare micro series. All right, give me a second here. All right, 5 more casts with the micro series, and then we'll switch up to Rapala. That Rapala has a very big bill, so I'm assuming it's gonna go deep. Let's try it. Surprisingly, I haven't found my trash today, which is a good surprise. And before I cast this in, let's check that rod out. Give me a sec. I have a rod casted in with a big worm. Maybe we got something there. All right, let's see. What do you guys think? Nah, dead. Nothing there. A bunch of seaweed. That's about it. The worm's still there, unfortunately. Let's give him a friend. The last green. No, we still have more. That's gonna be the last green worm. I'm trying to get rid of these. That's which is why I'm doing this. This is the same rod we caught an eel on my last stream. Do we have anybody here from South Africa in the chat? We had a couple of guys from South Africa. I want to talk to them. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm just gonna eat that out there and let it sit there. Maybe we'll get an eel. You never know. A big eel would be nice today. All right, we're at 41 likes. If you want to make Grumpy Orca super happy, let's get up to 50. At this point, let's try to catch some fish. That's a good cast right there. Nothing. Let's do another cast in a different spot. Absolutely love the temperature right now. It's perfect temperature for a hoodie. Not too warm, not too cold. All right, 2 more casts, and I'm using the Rapala after that. Or maybe we'll do some micro fishing. Pretty dead. Anybody here from New Jersey today other than DCP? New Jersey, New York, Connecticut? Anybody? We got Brooklyn in the house. Bronx? Anybody? I'm trying to find a school of crappie, but so far I've been very unsuccessful. Chat has just died. Anybody, somebody, say something. Somebody, scream. Mountain bikers. Thank you for the like. Absolutely dead. Hey, Druck, what's going on, man? Thanks. Thanks. At least somebody's talking. How's it going, man? You know what? I think something's nibbling my worm. Oh, no. I'm wrong. Track outdoors. Fishing's been very... Okay, I got a fish. I got a fish. Everybody hold on. We got a live one. We got a live one. See, Drac? Oh, oh, he's surfacing. Hold on. That might be a crappie. Hold on. Oh, hopefully not a bluegill. Hold on. What is this? Yeah. Oh, it's a good sized crappie. There you go. How you doing, kid? There you go. That's a keeper. We finally got one. Jeez, maybe it's turning up again. Got your crappie. All right. I need about 3 more of these, at least, for pops. It's a good sized fish, though. I'll make a quick short because I'm running out of ideas for my shorts. Might have to lie on this one. Trout's fishing's kind of dead in Jersey, but you can always catch a nice crappie. Get out there. All right. I'm running out of ideas. It's not that big of a crappie, though. It's all right. We'll keep him. I think I'm going to get a couple more before it. I might have to stick fillet and stick this one in the freezer and catch more tomorrow. You never know. Not a huge crappie, though, but it's fine. It'll do. That's what we're after today. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's get another one. Yeah, Drog definitely put some luck. Thanks. How you doing, sea diver Tamil? Where are you sea diving? Where are you from, Tamil? That sounds like you're in like that's an Asian, some sort of an Asian name. I don't know. I might be off though. All right, let's catch another crappie. Drog outdoors. Whatever you do, man. You know, Drog outdoors is a crappie whisperer. Help me out here, dude. Grand Orca's suffering. We did catch a nice bass today, and we saw an osprey get a fish, which was probably the highlight of today, with a commentary by one and only. You guys ever wonder how good National Geographic would be if we can get Snoop Dogg to be a commentator? Like, I think a lot more kids will watch it. All right. Okay, I need more crappie. Now we're locked in for crappie. Wait, has anybody caught crappie with Rapala? That's my next question. Thanks, Drug. How you doing, GPAC Nayuk? What's going on, man? Kind of slow fishing, but pretty consistent. I think I get a fish every every 20 minutes, which is not very good for streaming, but it is what it is. We're consistently average today. Hold on. Maybe there's something right there right in front of me. But yeah, if you're one of those people that kind of takes notice of what I do, I'm telling you, gulp minnow on a jig head with a little underspin. If you're over like a bed of, if there's a couple of bass around the area, if you just jig this as a almost like as a drop shot, you will catch them. They absolutely love biting these on a drop. Z-Man shed fries. All right. You know what? I'll be by Dick's Sporting Goods. What I'll do is I am looking for new baits to try for crappie and panfish. I don't want to be fishing with the same thing. So what I did is I just print screened you. SYI. Hey SB Bros. Yeah, we just caught a crappie. Here it is. But we caught a bunch of big bluegills and a bass. But yeah, I print screened that. SYI. I do like Z-Man's products. What I'll do is I'll stop by Dick's Sporting Goods tomorrow. If it's there, I'll buy it. I want to try like I'm into spending about $10 this week for new stuff. That's where my limit is. So if I find a nice, I'd like their mushroom heads and their net rigs. They make a lot of good stuff. What I like about their plastics is they're very durable. Live minnows down here in Florida. Yeah, I discussed this before. I wish I could use live bait. I have a pond full of baby goldfish. I don't want to bring them over because I don't want to pollute. And there's no minnows I can like. Really can't trap minnows by law here, which I think is a silly law because people do all kinds of crazy stuff here. So I don't want to break those laws because I fish this waterway every day almost. But yes, crappie will absolutely destroy live minnows. I've seen people in front of me in the spring. I don't condone that, but they went to Petco and they brought a bunch of like some weird fish, and they would just cast it out there and get a fish every cast. Like I said, I don't fish like that, but I'm not a Karen, so whatever. I was like, the only problem is you do introduce a lot of foreign bacteria when you do that. So I kind of try to follow the law of the land. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, crappie on live bait is dynamite. Some guy told me on TikTok to use what you call it. Some guy on TikTok told me to use grasshoppers. And the crickets. I want to try that. Have you ever used crickets or grasshoppers with successful crappie? I just don't want bluegill eating all of them. That's the only problem I'm having. So Jim from Punta Gorda, have you ever used crickets or grasshoppers for crappie and not had bluegill take them away before crappie? That's the question I have for you. I'm gonna have to now the pressure's on. I gotta catch crappie tomorrow because if I don't get enough today, I have to be out here tomorrow. I gotta buy some for pops. I gotta catch some for pops. She's gonna be asking me where his crappie is. We also might catch a huge eel today because I put a bunch of worms on that other rod and just cast it out there. That's actually where I caught my last crappie. So let's wait. Your favorite for crappie? Hold on. Oh, that live stream with my pond. It's pretty small. It's pretty small and embarrassingly shallow. It's from the previous owners. I told you guys that's the reason we got our house for so cheap. My house was kind of run down, and nobody wanted to buy it because it had ponds in the back. But maybe one day. I don't have good connection there. That's the problem. I have to bring a repeater for the Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll do that. Let me print screen. Somebody just epic bait molds 2-inch crappie slayer and 1.5. All right, let me print screen that. You guys, hold on. No, I haven't. I haven't tried any Z-Man products recently, other than the worms. I use Z-Man. I use Z-Man slash Ice Strike jig heads, but I haven't really used Z-Man that because I have such great success with. I'll show you what I like to use. People that watch me know. Hold on, let me go in my bag because I'm using a GoPro today. I don't have my chest bag on. This is what I have great success with for crappie. This is a lightning shad by Mr. Crappie, and this is what. You know what? Let's put one on actually. Let me change out that minnow. That minnow has seen better days. Let's try it. I'm gonna twitch it one last time. Maybe I'll just slow retrieve it. I know I'm not gonna get a strike now. But I've had great luck with the lightning shed by Strike King, and they're cheap. That bag is $3.99, and it'll last you. It can last you all summer. They really don't break. You can fish with them 3 days and catch 50 crappie, and they'll still be in good shape. Z-Man Flashback Mini. All right, I'm gonna print screen all your advice. I'll be at Dick's Sporting Goods tomorrow. If they have them, I'll buy them. If not, I'll grab them. I'll grab a couple of bags. Like I said, I'm not looking to spend more than $10 right now. Maybe 15. I'll buy a couple of bags of bait, and we'll try them. I have all the jig heads in the world, so we have. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna throw on this. Oh no, somebody's car is broken. I hope he's gonna make it. All right. So this is actually pretty fun for crappie and bass. I've caught both on that. Let me just throw this. Oh, pickerel. You know what I have? Actually, you know what? Since we're on the stream, you know what I brought today? I brought a one of these things, a beetle spin. Right? Crappie loves that. We'll see. If I catch nothing with this, we'll throw it on a beetle spin. Then we're gonna have two things spinning. All right, let's try it. I can still fish for at least almost an hour, so we'll do something fun. I promise. Well, that's why you see me jig the to respond to your dead rabbit. Thanks for the comment. Um, look, I'll show you how I always fish for crappie. I eat it out there, right? And I wait for it to drop. And as soon as it drops, at least in the fall, this is how I fish. And as it drops, I'll pull out my drag, and I'll just do slight, short twitches or jigs, whatever you want to call it. And I slowly reel it. And then I stop again, and it's kind of weird to fish it this way, but it just works. It kind of like that's how we caught all the fish today. It works, especially if the water conditions are pretty crappy. No pun intended. But that's how I catch most of my fish right now. In the spring, it's completely different. You have to basically drag it over the weed bed. Like I was talking to some guy from PA earlier today. In the spring, it's a completely different approach. Yeah. So this water has a very different, like I said, this is right next to my house and it has great connection, which is why I stream it a lot on my and I fish here with my kids. I know this waterway pretty well and where the fish is, but still they migrate. Like one time I was streaming from here and we were catching crappie after crappie. I was so confident. I was actually being quite cocky. I was like, this is how you do this. But today I'm doing the same thing and there's no fish. And we didn't keep all those crappie. We definitely released most of them. So I'm basically just bouncing off the bottom. Small jerk baits. Give me an example of a small jerk bait and I'll tell you. I mostly fish with. I know what you mean by jerk baits. Actually, you know what? I promised the stream I was going to switch to Rapala, and I never did. So let me. I have a Daiwa Presso rod. Let's throw the Rapala on my Daiwa Presso. I did say I was going to do it, and in typical fashion, I forgot. Here's my Daiwa Presso sitting here with the same reel. It has a Legalis. It has a broken off tip, unfortunately, but I'll be getting it replaced. Let's try this. I did say I was gonna fish. Hold on. These actually are super cool jig heads. They're made. I don't know how many of you guys know who iFish is, but he's a guy named Victor from Tennessee, and he makes his own stuff now. He started off as a carp and catfish fisherman, and he switched to ultralight. And I've been watching him for years. Makes his own jig heads now. Really cool. I think he actually uses Daiwa blanks to make these. Really cool little micro. These are 1 gram, and he makes 1.5 and 2 grams. Cool dude. I like him a lot. I think he has like 25,000 followers. All right, let's try it. Where did I go? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it works really well because I caught a 200-pounder. Hold on, let me show you. You see that just popped out, and now it's hanging on my whatchamacallit, on my hoodie. 1 second, guys. Oh no. Okay, good. Okay, what are the chances I'm going to catch a crappie on this bad boy? Now, while I'm putting this on, give me your favorite ways to fish this. Do you just reel fast and then stop for a couple of seconds, or these are such a pain to put on? I can't see anything. I don't see nothing. So, what do? You don't you just reel this as fast as you can, or do you slow reel it? How do you fish this? Walk me through it. Oh, 51 likes. Thanks, guys. I reached my goal for the day. I appreciate you. Grumpy Orca, happy man now. Hold on 1 second. It's like the biggest pain in the butt to tie these. Thanks again for the likes. I appreciate you. You can hear the crappie in the bag, and you can hear Blue Jay complaining. All right. All right, this better work. 60 viewers. How's everybody doing? You think I'm gonna catch a bass? All right, let's go for it. It's a 4 pound line. I mean, if anything, I'll go swimming for it. Just like I did when I caught my PB on a live stream. What, 3 weeks ago? I had to go inside the water for it. All right. I'm not sure how good of an idea this is. This is a super ultralight rod. It's a Daiwa Presso with a Legalis and a Rapala. Let's check it out. Let's. Oh, dude, this thing flies. All right. So you just kind of reel it back, right? That's it. Or do you actually twitch it? Oh, look. Few cranks, pause. Got it. Okay, we do that. I have not fished with a Rapala like this with a big bill like that ever in my life. I saw them at Walmart. Okay, dude, this thing flies. Absolutely flies. All right, let's do a few cranks and pause. Well, twitch, pause. All right, let's try it. I mean, if we catch something, I'm gonna be over the moon. You guys teach me. Sometimes I learn new things absolutely on my live stream. I'm just kind of I'm older now, so I'm stuck in my ways. If something works for me, I just keep doing that until I'm blue in the face. But I'll learn new things with you. I print screened all the advice that you gave me about the jerkbait. And like I said, I'll buy some stuff. I can't buy too much, but I'll buy some stuff. I've never had good luck with Rapalas. So were you thinking the fish that will target this is it mostly going to be bass, bluegill, or crappie? I can definitely see how bass can eat that. Hold on. Is that seaweed or fish? Oh, I almost got excited. I thought I had a fish on. Okay, I got it. So I'm just gonna mix it up. Fish it. We'll fish this. We'll fish this for like 5 minutes. I know there's fish here. That's where we caught all the fish today. Bluegill will eat it. All right. So that's it. We just do this. Next thing you know, I'm gonna catch a giant eel. I have a huge worm on that. I've caught eel here, big eel here before. I've caught them so big they broke me off. But I appreciate all the advice. Work the edge. I got you. I'm gonna cast it in, but I do want to say, no joking around. I know I'm a guy from Jersey, but I do appreciate the advice, and I'm gonna take it to heart. So I print screen all the advice you gave me. Today I'll come home and I'll order some stuff on Amazon. Let's see. There's a ton of bass in these waters, so let's keep trying. Let's work the edge, like somebody said. I appreciate the different techniques to fish it. Like I said, I've had Rapalas before. My kid catches more fish. I don't know why. I don't think that's a fish. Oh no, hold on. That fish is seaweed. No, I think that's seaweed. I got all excited. So my kid loves using Rapalas. I don't know why. He just sits there and catches fish on them. I can never do it. I don't know if he has less patience or more patience than me or what that means, but my kid will catch a ton of fish on Rapalas, and I'll get nothing. And for everything else, it's the vice versa. 2 feet down. Got it. That's seaweed again. You gotta love the sound of the drag on the Rapala. I mean on the Legalis. Oh, all right. I think I just cleaned it by doing that. All right, one more cast in front of me, and then I'll work some other weed lines. But yeah, if you ever get a Daiwa Presso, for those of you that don't watch me streaming, please be careful with the rod. They break like they're made out of paper. I broke the tip off. I've had this rod for only what 3 weeks, and after 10 days of having it, I broke the tip off on it, and I have never done that in my life to a rod, that ultralight rod that I had. So be very careful with these expensive Diver Presso rods. That made for a very bad day when I found out I broke it. I'm used to my Shakespeare's not breaking much. I'm gonna wait for this a little bit. See, like, I don't know, is that fish or seaweed? Probably seaweed. Got excited. That's the problem with the Daiwa Presso. It's the tip is not as sensitive as a Shakespeare micro series. They're really great for bobber fishing. But man, they definitely bend across the whole blank if you use them. They just whip. You know what? There's a spot where I know bass frequents, so let's go. Let's. Okay, that's seaweed. Big fish. Let's go. Let's go try for bass in a different spot. I know that they definitely go there, so stay with me. And thanks for those once again that gave me advice. I appreciate it. All right, let's try over here. You know what? Let's just go straight onto the bridge. That's where we caught our last big bluegill. The only thing I can catch here too is a big underwater log. So I'm already psychologically ready for that. All right, let's try it. You know what? Actually, let's try to get a little bit different weed. Stick with me, boys. All right, you like this? This is good. Very, very good. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna cast it along this line. Scare the crap out of something. Oh, there's a turtle. The only problem is if I get a big bass on this, we're gonna have a problem. But I know there's bass here that sometimes can be pretty active. This water up to the edge is not very deep. Over there, that's about 10, 11, 12 feet by the bridge. I've actually never seen anybody wait to the minimum, but you never know. One thing I learned about fishing is everybody got their technique. Ah, what the? Dude, I thought it was a fish for a second. Look at this. What you doing? Ah, got myself a nice maple leaf. All right, let's cast it out there. I'm just gonna keep trying. I don't know how I went from crappie fishing to bass fishing with an ultralight rod, but let's do 5 more casts and I'll go back to crappie fishing with Strike King. I don't know. I'm just like a squirrel. I like when people give me recommendations, so I'll try everything. But yeah, in my fishing career, I probably caught 3 fish on Rapalas, and my kid probably caught 100. I don't know, Dead Rabbit, are you talking to me or somebody else? But I'm definitely not a bass angler. But no fighting, guys. Let's keep it friendly. I don't think any of us are veteran anglers, really. We're just having fun. Ooh, ow! I got a big one, guys. All right, here's what I'll do. I'll work this other body of water here. Hold on. Yeah, but bass fishing is not my thing. I see. So I do know one thing is when I was really having bad luck with Rapalas, and I looked into why. I was asking a lot of people. Everybody that uses Rapalas always told me never put weight on them, and then never use a swivel or any sort of any sort of a ring. You just tie them directly to the line. That's what Rapala says. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not getting into fights with anybody, but I've looked into it because I was doing so badly with Rapalas. I started asking people. That's why I stopped using them. I haven't used the Rapala in about 3 years, and everybody I asked told me to tie them directly to the fishing line and never use a snap swivel or any kind of swivel. That's all I know, like I said, and I'm definitely not a professional angler, but I remember like visiting this topic with like a bunch of anglers, and actually Rapala on the website will tell you to tie directly to the line. But it swims so interestingly. It swims cool. It's like a cool, has a cool pattern. I just don't know why I can't catch fish on it. But that's like I said, that's my luck with Rapala has always been the same. So let it sit there. Snaps give it more action. All right. I don't know. How about this? I'm going trout fishing. Oh, I don't know when. Maybe Thursday. It's gonna rain. I want to. So once it rains, I'm gonna go trout fishing. Maybe I'll try a Rapala, and I'll throw a snap on it, snap swivel or snap ring. Like I said, I suck with Rapalas. You can obviously tell. I said it a million times, but I bought one recently just to try it out. I heard people were having good luck with trout fishing with Rapalas, so that's why I got one. All right, let's go back to. So yeah, this Rapala is called UL Shadow 4. No luck today. This looks like it's going to be stuck in my hoodie on the way home if I don't take this off. All right, let me print screen. Hold on. I'm taking all the advice you can give me, no problem. I have a whole folder on my phone of print screens of everything people tell me. And honestly, I was surprised. Sometimes I was surprised that in 2025 people still give great advice on the internet and are very nice about it. So kudos to you. I appreciate it. All right, let me walk back to my crappie fishing spot. I'm just gonna work that spot for the next 30 minutes before I have to go home. I don't know if you guys are gonna get bored to death, but I'm gonna say it again for those people that just joined me and gave me some advice. If you want to make like small videos with your phone, get this thing. I don't work for these guys. I'm not actually using one today. I'm using my GoPro mount, but this is a great 20. This is $20 best spent. You don't need to buy a GoPro. You don't need to buy anything. It basically gives you a hands-free access to your phone, and that's actually how I started streaming on my channel and gained like a bunch of subs from it. So if I can give back to people giving me advice, that's the only advice I can give you. That is 1000% true. You don't need a GoPro to make it on YouTube. You just need your phone. Yeah, Jim. If I lived where you live, I'd be more of a live bait guy myself because that's the only thing that. So I fish the Atlantic Ocean from that Sandy Hook um, sandbar that we have across from New York City. The guys that do the best of the sandbar are always the guys that spend the money on live bait. You know, like right now, the stripers are going to start running. You know who's going to be doing the best? It's going to be the guys that are going to spend $25, $30 for a dozen of eels. They're going to sit there and get the best bass, and they're going to get them consistently. Live bait outcompetes everything. It's just for me, if I have 2.5, like I don't have in Jersey, the fishing is so dead in terms of as a hobby, because everybody just kind of went away from fishing in Jersey. Oh, hold on, guys. We might have something because my line just pulled out. Hold on, we have a fish on the big line, on the big worm. We actually might have a look. We were gone, and something's. Oh, hold on, something's going on here. Hold on. Oh, boys, you better get ready for this one. There's something on the. Oh man, I got excited. What the? Man, I thought I had something big on because my line was definitely pulled. All right, the worm's gone. I got all excited, man. You heard me. But anyways, as I was saying, last green worm. I'm just gonna put them on, all on. I don't want to carry them back home. The guys that consistently do the best in Jersey are the guys that use live bait off the saltwater. And there's very few live bait stores in Jersey because nobody really fishes anymore. Just like motorcycles, it's very hard to find a good motorcycle mechanic in Jersey today because not many people use to ride motorcycles here anymore. And if they do, they just don't ride enough for a motorcycle shop to survive. It's kind of been like that for the past, like, I'd say 10, 15 years. It's like certain hobbies just don't survive in Jersey. Okay, look how juicy this is. Can we catch an eel on that? There's a guy snorkeling. Listen, sometimes I'll believe anything. When I came back, the line before I left, the line was absolutely slack. I came back and the line was like piano chord. So let's cast it out there again. I mean, maybe in the next 20, 30 minutes, I'll attract either a bullhead or I'll get an eel. But yeah, if I had a live bait store next to me, trust me, I would be fishing with live bait. I don't mind spending a little bit of money to catch fish if I'm going to keep them. I don't know what the line was. Jeff, so like I said, I've had those green worms for probably 2 weeks now. I honestly just want to get rid of them before my wife finds them in the fridge, because then I'm going to be doing worse than those worms on the hook. Uh, so I've been trying to get rid of those green worms for a good 2 weeks now. That's why I overdid it. I can only fish for the next like 20 minutes. That's why I kind of threw everything out there. Maybe they'll create more scent for an eel. But yeah, I agree with you. That was a little bit too much. This place has giant eels. They're just kind of hard to catch, but they're everywhere here. And nobody fishes for them here. Well, nobody really fishes for eels in Jersey anyway. But we caught some gigantic eels while we were fishing for bluegills, and my kid would forget his bobber somewhere, and we would come back for it and be gone, and the eel would drag it into its hole. And next thing you know, you have like this 40-inch rope coming out fighting you. And then what they usually do is they start spinning and they'll break off the hook. But yeah, my wife does not like anything related to fishing. I love my wife, but if she sees worms in the fridge, that's a bad day for Grumpy Orca. That's why. Oh, we got one. Okay, the jigging helped. Okay, we got a fish. I think that's a crappie. The way. Oh man, come on, dude. That was definitely a crappie. Come on. I was just trying to catch some crappie, man. I had a good crappie on, and it came off. Come on, man. That's sad. I had a good fish on. My least favorite rod? Oh yeah, eels suck to deal with, but they're absolutely tasty if you smoke them. Um, my least favorite rod? Huh, I don't know, man. I have least favorite reels, and that's Shakespeare. But least favorite rod, Shakespeare makes great rods. That's actually what I'm fishing with now. But I don't know. I would have to say something from like something that's cheap from Dick's Sporting Goods. Don't really have that. Like rods are one of those things that are still quite cheap and you can get a good one. Reels, I really don't like cheap reels because I can't really like open them up and fix them. So that's why I buy Daiwa reels and spend some money on them. Jim, you think if I um, so I'm going on a small vacation with my family, and you're not allowed to fish there, but I'm from Jersey, so I'm gonna find a way to circumvent those laws. It's a resort. I'm gonna take some hand lines with me, and I'll steal some shrimp from the cafeteria, and I'm planning to catch something because I'm gonna be there for a week. I don't wanna get bored to death. But yeah, shrimp works amazingly. I'm gonna try shrimp. I'm gonna try shrimp during the winter here. People catch tog with them all the time. And somebody recommended I use shrimp for bullhead catfish because if you use shrimp, the bluegills are not gonna eat it. Got it, Jeff. Thanks for the tip. Oh, I got another one. Oh, come on, man. No, that was not a fish. That was seaweed. I'm a liar. Okay, let me think this through. I mean, another way to do this, I can put a weighted bobber on, but I don't think we're gonna have much luck with that. I think the crappie are really biting on the bottom right now. I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna keep trying until I get a fish. Yeah, so somebody recommended me using shrimp in a freshwater lake for bullhead catfish, and I'm assuming you probably want to sit that shrimp outside for a day so it gets more flavor. And that makes sense because my biggest issue with fishing with worms is that bluegills will come around and eat all your bait. So I'm considering doing that. But bullhead catfishing has been tough. I've we haven't caught a bullhead in a month or so. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat and talking to me. I know fishing hasn't been very good. I did have a fish on just about 3, 4 minutes ago. Just ran off. All right, Jeff. Do you have a Jeff's Fishing Adventures? Do you have a YouTube channel? I gotta check it out. I follow Ranyo. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Ranyo's Adventures. That guy's a legend. He got banned from a no limit catfishing pond somewhere. I forgot the state. I think it might have been Florida. But he caught so many catfish in a no limit catfish place. Like you pay, it was a it's a pay pond, right? Or pay lake. He caught so many catfish in one time that they told him he can't come back anymore. I think he caught about 30 or 40 fish, if not more. Dude's a legend. Oh no, that was not a good cast. I don't know why he did that. Well, actually, it flew pretty far. So I have a question. Yeah, hold on. Let me pin it. Thanks, Demon. Hold on. Trying to pin it. So live bait. Here's the question I have. I can catch bluegills about this big here. You think that's good for bass? I have the bass that I kept here a couple of times. I opened up their stomachs and I did find small bluegills inside. You think I can catch bass on bluegills that big or catfish? Here's another problem. I can only stay fishing for about 2-3 hours at a time, so I can't fish for like 12 hours, unfortunately. Yeah, but live bait works extremely well off in the surf here in the Atlantic Ocean. Live eels are just like they're like ice cream for bass. You know what? I'm thinking about changing up a spot real quick before I finish the stream. Pan Pursuit for LE. I use it saltwater and have it. So you know what I did last? Oh, no, that's seaweed. So last time I went out surf fishing, I actually had a bunch of crappie heads that I froze from my from fishing for my some. I was catching some crappie for my pops. So I casted them in, but everybody there was fishing with spoons and around me, and they kept catching my line. So I stopped it. But I did hear people saying crappie, just cut up crappie head with like gills and everything hanging out, and the guts is a pretty good bait. I used that last time I went to Sandy Hook. I don't know if I'll be able to take you guys fishing with me to Atlantic Ocean within the next week, but those streams are always fun. Very loud and rowdy, but there's all usually a lot of people around me too. Hold on. Yeah, so I think I'll try catching some bluegills here next time we're fishing. Like some small bluegills to use as live bait. We can try that. See, I casted this rod in, right? Watch this. And now the line is nice and tight on it, and it was totally slack, but it's not going anywhere. Hmm. Should I pull it out and check it? Let's try it. At this point, like I said, I'm just trying to get rid of those green worms. I still don't know. Do you guys use green worms? What's the point of them? All right, Jim, I'm gonna take your advice. Hold on. Wait, I think I pinned the wrong message. Yep, I know. Sorry. Hold on, Devil. It's a little hard. Hold on. I know I pinned the wrong message. Give me a sec. That's why I'm like, this guy keeps asking me the same question. Okay, here it is. We're good. Now I pinned the wrong one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm old. I make mistakes. Good. Now we're good. Jim, I'm taking all your advice, man. I don't know what you're talking about, Sasha, but what kind of peak? Hold on. While I was talking to you guys, I made a decision. Hold on, wait. I think we might have a fish. Give me a sec. So this line with the worms is tight again, and I think we might have something. But you know what? Given how this works out, I'm not gonna expect anything. Nah, nothing happened. I don't think that's a fish. What do you guys think? Like, so yeah, these green worms, I'm never buying them again. I mean, he is quite this guy's been in the fridge for about 2 weeks, if not longer, and I gotta give it to him. He stayed alive for a long time, but I am not buying them again. Haven't caught a fish on them. There is crayfish in the lake. If there's no crayfish in the lake, there might be crayfish. There's a river runs in here. This is actually a reservoir, not a lake. just to be nerdy about it. But that's why I like fishing it, because there's a river that comes in and there's a dam over there. See that? So it kind of keeps the water flowing, and it's not completely disgusting like the rest of Jersey lakes. But there's crayfish in the river that runs into the reservoir. I might go and catch some. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'll try to trap some stuff, and I'll put them in a tank with aerator, and maybe we can make the next stream a little bit more entertaining. Hold on, you guys think I'm gonna catch anything here? Let's try it. We caught some gigantic bluegills today. Oh yeah, yeah, he was weird about it. Oh, Jeff's fishing adventures. Let me guess. Did you go to Seaside Park? Oh, I don't know if that was seaweed or not. Did you go to Seaside Park, or did you go to those Asbury Park? I don't know what years you went, but I spent a lot of time when I used to work a lot as a kid and we used to work a lot at Asbury Park. I was doing construction as a kid, not as a kid, but as a 14, 15-year-old. I worked all my summers, but I got lucky because I worked at Asbury Park. And Asbury Park was kind of like, used to be a beautiful beach that got run down completely. They just restored it, but you might remember those names. But Asbury Park now is back at it. It's probably one of the most expensive Jersey Shore towns you can live in, or at least the most expensive beaches you can go to. It's all beautiful now. Seaside Park is beautiful. Seaside Heights is where you can either get a disease or get your teeth punched out. That's how it used to be always. Yeah, I love Jersey Shore. I'm perfectly fine with retiring here and living here for the rest of my life. You know, I could be at Jersey Shore if I get in my car. I can be there in an hour from here. So that's what keeps me happy here. Hmm. Yeah, fish is just not biting today. It's been like that though. We have big rain coming in on Thursday, so hopefully I'll change things up. Yeah, so my experience, garden worms and the worms that I find myself are are better than the ones that I buy in store. But obviously, store is so much easier. I hate spending money on worms, but sometimes you just don't have the time to go dig them, especially if it doesn't rain. Live baby tilapia. I catch a ton of fish that way. Oh, nice. All right, Jim, I gotta tell you, man, I'm gonna use you as a fishing guide next time I go to Florida. Thanks, Demon. Thank you for keeping the chat clean. I appreciate it. Hey, Paul. Uh, I caught some I only caught one crappie I can keep for my dad. So guess what? We're going to be out here tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm going to be across. Tomorrow I have to catch at least 4 or 5 because Papa Orca is going to be very upset I didn't catch him enough fish. I told him I'm a YouTuber now. But tomorrow I'll catch some more crappie. But yeah, to respond to people, I live basically an hour away from Jersey Shore, and I like fishing at Sandy Hook, and if I go to a beach, I like to go to Seaside Park or Asbury Park. Both are beautiful beaches. Seaside Park is more closer to my heart because I spent a lot of my younger years there. But yeah, Jersey Shore can be quite beautiful. Uh, I at least need one more crappie. That crappie I caught today. I'm gonna put on ice and leave it in the fridge. I'm gonna go back out here tomorrow. I'm gonna try to catch a couple more because on Wednesdays usually when I give my dad all the fish fillets or the fish that I catch. So by Wednesday I have to catch more. Otherwise he's not happy. All right, let's let it drop. I'm just gonna let it drop to the bottom. I did catch fish today. Hey, Jim, I did catch some fish, but you know, it's been slow. What we caught? We caught a bass, we caught 3 giant bluegills, and we caught 1 crappie. And I was kind of secretly hoping to catch an eel, but I didn't tell that to you guys. I had a rod in the water for what, the past 2 hours. We've been switching out. We've been switching out baits on it. But I'm telling you, if you like my channel, or at least you kind of like it, uh, on Wednesday, I'm taking a kayak, I'm taking a bunch of rods, and I'm going to be out there in the middle of that lake with a chum, worms, whatever works. Ah, no, I think it's seaweed. I'm going to be out there fishing for like 5 hours straight. I'm going to bring a power pack for my phone, and I'm not coming home without fish. Or at least I'm catching at least 10, 20 fish on the stream. We're going to be fishing for everything. I'm going to have a catfish rod. I'm going to have a panfish rod, ultralight rod, whatever you want. We'll do some bass fishing with like the Senko worm. We'll try everything. The bass, you guys not gonna let me lie. The bass was about, I don't know, like this big. He was about a pounder. It wasn't big. I caught him on a crappie jig. I basically caught him on a gulp minnow with underspin. I'll show you what I caught him on. For those of you don't know what I'm fishing. I'm fishing with kind of like this, but with instead of this Mr. Crappie bait, I had a gulp minnow on. That was the first fish we caught. He wasn't fighting me. He was like whatever. He wasn't doing no jumps out of the water, nothing. You think I can put a Discord link in Shorts video? Hold on. Okay, please tell me that's a fish. No, it's seaweed. Oh no, hold on. Give me a second. I Hold on. Is that seaweed or fish? See? No, that's seaweed. Yeah, that's why I don't want to get overexcited. It was weird because it was kind of going up and down the stem. Come on, man. Why are you gonna do me like this? Give me at least one more crappie so I can tell my pops I have at least 2 for him. But yeah, I made a deal with my dad. I told him I'll bring him fish, but only once a week because I feel like Jersey waters are not the. I mean, this is a pretty clean reservoir. It does get a lot of algae in the summer, but I still don't want to poison my dad with the fish from here. Bass and tough. My secret is, well, when you can't catch anything, just do the old cartoon method. Put a worm on the hook, and you'll catch something. I guarantee you that. And if that doesn't work, put a bobber on the hook with the hook and the sinker, and keep fishing that way. Otherwise, you can follow my YouTube. I mean, there's better YouTubers out there, but you know who taught me how to fish better? It's people on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, and there's much better fishermen than me out there. I mean, people teach me how to fish in the stream all the time. There's three things about fishing. One is you should never give up fishing. No, that's number one. Number two, every day is going to be different, so you got to change the patterns as the fish changes patterns. And number three is match the hatch. If you're fishing with a live presentation, you want to look like a fish that aggressive fish feeds on, you know? Otherwise, just fish with worms for the first year. Learn how the fish behaves. No day in fishing is going to be the same for you, no matter what you say. That's about it. Like I said, there's a ton of good fishermen out there with YouTube channels. Learn from them, and you can come hang out with Grumpy Orca. Oh, nice. 8 people on Discord. That's nice. Thanks, Demon. Thanks for the updates. You're like my IT guy, man. All right, let's go back to that spot and try to catch something. Yeah, it's been slow, but I keep talking about this rod. So Shakespeare Micro Series, you pop into your local Walmart. You see, it's there on the shelf. It's a 7 footer. That's the one you got to get. It only has 6 rings, but I pulled out 3.5 pound bass on this rod, no problem. It's a really great rod and it's sturdy. I haven't broken a tip on it yet. And my Daiwa only survived a week. I highly recommend this rod. It's $20 on Amazon. I think at the Walmart it's like 25, 26. All right. And with all the money you save on the fishing rod, if you want to do ultralight fishing, get a nice reel. Willow Creek, Willow Cheek. Yeah, no, I mean crappie is probably some of the best eating you can get out of the waterway. I usually don't. Like I said, my wife does not like fish, and I do like my wife. That's why I try not to bring fish home. She will eat fish at a restaurant, but she doesn't eat any fish I cook for her now, unless it's fluke. She'll eat fluke. But yeah, if you can, you get crappie. Get as much crappie as you can because they're some of the best eating fish out there as far as freshwater goes, especially in New York, especially in the tri-state area. So crappie is amazing. Perch is kind of hard to clean, but perch is probably even better. Uh, I released all the perch I caught in this body of water because I caught most of them during the summer. And during the summer, this place does get a lot of algae, and it's not very good for fish health. But yeah, perch meat is like chicken. It's great. They're very, very hardy fish, and they're very tasty. For some reason, we catch a lot of them in the summer. I mean, in the spring. All right, tomorrow I'm going to be back out here catching more crappie. But if you want to join me on Wednesday, I'll be live streaming tomorrow too. But Wednesday is a big day. I'm going to try to upsell it like a promotion. Wednesday is going to be I'll be out here for like 5 hours. Probably going to bounce soon. I'm going to do a couple more casts. Gotta go get my kids off the bus. As long as I don't have a lot of work tonight, I'll definitely be out here tomorrow fishing. We'll try something different tomorrow. How about this? Tomorrow I'll stop by Dick's Sporting Goods, and that's definitely not a fish. Um, the stuff that people recommended me today for crappie fishing, if I can get a Dick's Sporting Goods tomorrow morning, I'll fish that. I saved all the chats from you guys. Trust me. I do have a dedicated folder. What's going on, Skipjack? Skipjack Cindy, how you doing today? We're fishing New Jersey before you asked me, and we have caught some fish. Last cast, I think, for today. And I think the Dream State, I don't know if you ever heard of a guy called Fishaholic. He has about 250,000 subscribers now. I was subscribed to him when he had maybe 5,000. But he was actually a local guy from here, from Jersey. He used to fish the same waters I fish. He was mostly saltwater. So he actually kind of popped off on YouTube. And I mean, he deserves it. He's a very good fisherman. And he actually moved to Florida. That's where he fishes now. Jim, I don't know if you know about him. But yeah, there's, like I said, that guy is, he moved there because there's so, like, much better fishing in Florida and Jersey. Which doesn't mean Jersey has bad fishing, but still, you never know. A lot of people from Jersey and New York moved to Florida during COVID. Yes, that's true. A giant bass. Well, there's some monster bass, but I did catch a 5 pounder on the live stream. That was actually in this lake. They're around though. Huh. Oh, by the way, you guys want to hear something funny? So in my local, oh crap, hold on. I just had a nice bite. God damn it. I had something on the line. My rod just went down. Okay, well, I guess nothing on the line anymore. Something ate the worm. You want to hear something funny though, as I'm wrapping this up? So we have a local parents group for my township, and somebody on the township was like, "Have you guys seen a guy that talks to himself while he fishes in the local, like in this body of water?" I didn't comment on it. I was just gonna let it run. And everybody was like, "What do you mean? What does he look like?" And he's like, "It's just a guy with a license on his head, and he just talks to himself while he fishes." I just thought it was a little strange, but they were definitely talking about me. All right, I'm gonna start getting my rods together because I gotta run home. I'm almost done with the live stream today, Demon. I turn into a pumpkin by 2:30, 2:40. You know that. But on Wednesday, I'm gonna do like a 5-hour live stream. I'm gonna start early. I'll let you know. I'm gonna start wrapping up. By the way, those are crappie fishermen. We talked about crappie. Look, this kid is great. I've had this kid for years, and I don't know. The one that works for me and the hooks that they come with are also pretty good. But the one that really works in Jersey for some reason is this. These two, they're really good, and also this one. My kid actually caught a bunch of white perch in these. The only problem is I really hate about crappie magnets is their boxes on the torch. They do this. You see this? And this was not out on the sun. That's why I hate putting them in my backpack. But these are great kits. All right, I'm just gonna start packing everything up. I'm sorry, guys. Today was a mediocre day, but still caught some fish. Don't forget the Super Mario paddle tails. That's a good question. I just kind of, like I said, I fish with what works for me, but I'm open to suggestion. What kind of paddle tail do you like? Write it into the comments, and I'll take a look at them. The easiest way for me is for you to write what you use. I'll print screen it, and I'll look at it once I put my kids to bed. I'm always open to new suggestions, man. I mean it. So if you got something cool that works for you, I'll try it as long as it doesn't cost a gazillion dollars. Like I really wanna get a nice box going that is basically recommended by subscribers. I don't mean to flex on you with my Pumas, but it is what it is, man. Yes, that little green bag is actually, I'll tell you, SYJ. Wait, what is it? SYI. So that's a Okeechobee Fat. I'm gonna say it again. Um, Lake Okeechobee chest bag. It's for sale at Walmart, and if you go to your local Walmart, they should still have them. It's only $15. That chest bag completely changed up the way I fish. And the only reason I wasn't wearing it today because I'm wearing this silly GoPro. I don't know why I decided to wear that, but I feel like I already paid for the GoPro, so I might as well wear it, right? I didn't use it today, but once again, in Walmart, it's $15. It's Okeechobee Fats. Okeechobee Fats. That's the company name, and it's just a chest bag. It's really well made. Like I really appreciate the quality. $15. See how many rods I brought with me? And I think we fished three out of no, we fished all of them today. I wish I could catch more fish. All right, let me write this down. Kitech, Easy Shiner, Kitech Impact Shad Swim Bait. Let me print screen it. Unfortunately, I got my ugly face in the print screen, but it is what it is, right? I don't know if you guys want to hang around with me while I walk out of here, but hold on. But yeah, we have a Discord link if you want to talk to us offline. Like the only thing I say always, I'm family friendly. I don't do any silly stuff, and I don't. I just appreciate if you can keep up that vibe in the Discord. Otherwise, Grumpy Orca is going to get grumpy. Thanks for the likes. Tomorrow I'll be streaming probably around the same time. I want to catch some more crappie for my pops. I'm gonna stop by Dick's Sporting Goods in the morning. I'll grab some random new things that you guys recommended. I'm just gonna stick to whatever you guys recommended. If I can find it on the shelf, and if I'm gonna say my budget for tomorrow is gonna be no more than $20, I'll grab some stuff and we'll fish with it tomorrow. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you, and I appreciate you always showing up in my streams. Thanks, Demon, for being a great mod. And go out there, go do some fishing if you can. All right. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. I appreciate you. Till next time, everybody.